Coming up next are the most up-to-date entertainment stories this afternoon. Hello there and welcome to Tea Time. Thanks for joining us on the program. I'm Tokunbo Taiwo. Here in the studio with me is my co-anchor Ife Oshunke.
What's up?
You seem very especially happy this afternoon.
Oh yeah, I just had lunch, so yeah, I feel good. I feel good. Na, 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 na.
Why do you seem so happy about lunch? Did you have a 7-course meal?
Okay, I've been eating rice for some days, rice, and I'm tired. And today I had pounded yam. Got close to my roots.
There I was thinking you were going to say something like caviar and stuff. Anyway, moving on to our first story. 3 people have been arrested over Drake's In My Feelings dance challenge. Now, actually, in the morning, I was giving up, giving the news on entertainment, and it was one of my stories that I covered this morning, actually, where in Spain, and I think it was in the northern eastern part of Spain, in Catalonia, where they were saying, the police were saying that that if you do that, you're liable to prosecution, or that if you violate the traffic laws, that you're liable. Exactly. So I don't know. I don't even know where to start because this has really gone viral. The shiggy dance,
the shiggy dance.
You know, Kiki.
Can you love me? Are you riding?
Oh, I'm telling you, it's like, and people are just
okay. So everybody
has
just been riding, and they've been asking if Kiki loves them. But man, you know me being the typical Nigerian
it wasn't just
guy.
Kiki. There was Kiki. There was Risha. There was RJ or something like that.
All those people. Me as a typical Nigerian guy, I have my own version. Buki, do you love me? Oh,
I'm a bit disappointed. I think Lakme is also going to be disappointed as well.
Why? Oh, you thought I was talking about that Buki?
Oh, it even gets juicier.
Not that Buki.
Anyway, back to this story. So what's your take about this? They say 3 people have been arrested. What's your take?
In Dubai.
Yes.
They said 3 social media users, popular social media users for that matter, that probably boosted their followership doing the shiggy dance and doing the In My Feelings challenge. And according to should I call him their mayor? Because I don't know what they call him
in Dubai.
Yes.
I really don't know.
Yeah, maybe let's just say at least the person prosecuting them.
An equivalent of a mayor.
Of a mayor, yeah, exactly. He said they leave the doors open, they jump out of a moving car, and causing danger to their life.
And the pedestrians.
Yeah. So
I think it's all around. The people on the roads, the pedestrians themselves, and some people have actually reported. Well, I was actually digging deep to actually see what really happened in terms of the accidents, because what the reports that I was getting was that
accidents
exactly that there were a couple of accidents.
But they claimed it was the shiggy dance, but I think those accidents happened on their own. But they believe that those things can lead to accidents to endanger they themselves doing the dance and other people on the road.
It does look dangerous though.
Yeah,
so
dangerous.
I don't think they're making up. I think they must have happened, especially because some people were going fast and then slow and then fast. And then remember, while the other person is dancing and you're driving, and then remember the person that is driving is the one that is actually recording.
Filming,
exactly.
and then the person is still driving, recording you.
So you can especially if the person is really doing it and they're dancing, you might just lose concentration for a moment. And remember, accidents, it's just in the blink of an eye that it can happen.
And then with the doors open, so I really understand where they're coming from. But when they say it's against the Emirates values, that's the part that bothers me. Okay, yes, it's an Islamic nation and all of that, but man, I don't get it that it's against the Emirates values, because they're saying they're using the social media to promote something that is against the Emirates values. And I'm like,
okay,
that's new.
But they're very conservative in terms of their culture and everything. So perhaps they're just trying to prevent too much damage, I don't know, to their culture.
And also, they also said that it is a violation of public morals. So, yeah. So, I get where they're coming from. There are a lot of things that they don't take for granted in Dubai, like the other parts of the
Western
world.
Parts of the world.
So, it's really understandable. I wouldn't even want to go and do the in my feelings challenge in Dubai if I was in Dubai, because you really don't know their laws out there. You have to be
but
really
I don't think
careful.
It's foreigners that are doing it. I think it's the people there in Dubai. And
Oh,
whoever, it might actually be.
They didn't state.
Exactly. So
they
what I'm saying is that it may
who.
actually be residents of Dubai, or it may be foreigners living in
maybe.
Dubai. Whoever it is, that as long as they are there, you need to abide by their rules and regulations. Because this thing, like we said, is a global phenomenon now. So they're doing it in the US, they're doing it in Europe. And like I said, during the news this morning, it was in Spain. You know, Spain, I think, were the first to start before even Dubai even caught on. Sorry. I don't know what America has said in terms of the law, because I don't know if they've actually had any accidents, because I know if they do have some accidents, they're going to be quick about coming down hard on the law, saying, you know, they should do it. But I think people have abused it. That's why they're doing it too much now.
Yeah, they're doing it because...
so much so...
No, even in Nigeria, the last time, you know, I told you I just moved to a new place. So I was on my street and then I saw
someone was doing it.
I saw this guy, like there were a group of teenagers and they were just on the street and I had to wait for them to finish the dance before I could move.
You see?
Yeah,
you see.
So you get, but because I knew it was the Shiggy dance, I thought it was excited. So I was just watching, I was enjoying it.
But some people wouldn't have had that patience that you had.
Yes, but imagine somebody that was drunk, that was coming back. A person can just clear all of them out of the road. True. So it's a really dangerous thing. And yes, I think the law, I think when people need to do this dance, they should look for private places, maybe a basketball court, a yard or something, and do these things.
In Spain, they were even saying that what you should do is you should park before you do the dance and not move while, you know, film while. Well, at the end of the day, it's going to defeat the objective. It's not going to be the Shiggy.
Yeah, and do you know who motivated everybody to be coming up with the crazy ideas?
Shiggy himself, isn't it?
No.
Drake?
No.
Let's see. Well, no, you tell
Will
me.
Smith. Did you see his video?
Yeah, but it wasn't just Will Smith. Sierra
but
as well.
he was the one who motivated people to do crazy stuff.
Oh,
Will Smith went to the top of a building.
Not even Sierra as well.
No, Sierra's one wasn't dangerous.
Okay.
Will Smith went to the top of a building and did the dance. Do you understand? So people started having ideas like...
and you talking about Will Smith, I remember... DJ Khaled as well, although he didn't go up. I saw his bit. He was doing his in front of a pool. Yeah. Exactly, but it was funny because he took off his shirt. But yeah, like you were saying, Will Smith's his was dangerous because like he went all the way
I think it motivated people to start coming up with crazy ideas.
Because I was like, this has so caught on everywhere, all parts. It's like unbelievable.
And then a lot of people are getting creative with the Shiggy.
Exactly.
In my village, some adding the shaku shaku
as well too.
And then some doing the I don't know what that dance is called.
The idea is to follow the lyrics of the song and to do everything accordingly. So I don't know. How does the song go again? Do you
Bookie, do you love me? Are you riding? Oh, Lord.
By the side.
Don't let us talk mouth on TV.
I tell you.
Let's just respect
ourselves. I think it's time for a break because we're having too much fun right here. When we return, we'll be bringing you the most recent updates on Bonang Matheba and Mayokun and his Ibadan concert allegations. Don't miss it.
You know, from day one, Glo makes life easier. They brought us unbelievable data packages and even an optic fiber cable to make sure we optimize. There are two things in our lives we depend on: the communication and information, voice and data. Whether you sell, buy, learn, teach, serve, or lead, it really comes down to those two things: voice or data. Today's world is all about you. You want what you want, how you want it, and Glo delivers. That's why Glo is introducing Flexi, the freedom to use voice and data the way you like on every recharge. No plan, no hassle, easy.
Now, on every recharge, Glo Flexi automatically gives the freedom to use voice and data as you like. At the best rates in town, no plan, no hassle.
The grandmasters of data, Glo.
Hello and welcome back. It's tea time on Plus TV Africa, and we're about to bring you our next story, which is this one on Mayokun. The Nigerian singer has reacted to allegations over his Ibadan concert. quite an interesting story because we talked about it
Yeah,
the last time,
yesterday.
and the sexual allegations, because like I was saying, I didn't understand how that worked. But, you know, digging deeper and with all of the revelations that has come out now, they were saying something about a program that was taking place there regarding family planning and
it said United Nations Population Fund was there to educate people on family planning, safe sex, and they shared condoms. And that was why we could see condoms on the floor, because the fans got excited and were making balloons with condoms. And that was, and I think I dig that because,
No, but you know, the reason why I was laughing, I was remembering what Lakwe was saying, that they were having so much sex.
Yeah, and then we were actually giving analysis of how they used to import people, you know. That's why sometimes it's good to just get
I'm telling
the
you,
fact before you judge
come
people.
Out to say this, people would have
people would just conclude
and
that.
Conclude,
but man, what if the story is a lie too?
That they've done this before. I don't know.
No, what if the story is a lie that the United Nations...
No, but it does make sense because there were so many condoms on the floor. And even if there were so many people that had sex at the show, you
could they be that much?
Exactly.
Yes. That,
so it makes
I believe,
total
I
sense.
actually do believe the story.
Yeah.
I actually do believe the story. So, yeah. Big shout out to Maya Kumba. I think it would have been more funny if, you know, do.
But I don't know, though. There's an aspect of me that thinks, okay, during a concert, is that the right place to speak about family planning and
No, I
sex?
think they performed, I mean, they came there earlier.
Okay, so they did that before the concert started.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I'm thinking, like, if you're going to have a concert, are you not supposed to clean your venue? That's what I'm saying. The story too seems a bit shady.
No, you may not be responsible for the venue.
For the venue,
they may have a vendor for the venue who is responsible for that.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then he also denied the fight, saying that because this one was, it wasn't even Mayokun that said this. It was someone from his camp.
Regarding the photojournalist.
Yeah, regarding the photo.
Is it the journalist and the security,
and Davido's bodyguard. That it was actually nothing like that happened between Davido's bodyguard and a photojournalist. Instead, it was the fans, two people in the crowd
that were fighting,
and it was even Mayokun that paid the person's hospital
I heard
bill.
that as well.
Yeah, so well. No, we wouldn't know that. And we've crucified Davido, especially Lakwe.
My mind keeps getting back there. Lakwe, what have you done?
Lakwe saying that Davido always funded that. Yeah, man.
But I don't know. I'm very skeptical about this. Do you really think Mayo can actually pay for the hospital bill?
Yeah, very possible. Very possible he did. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
He can afford it.
No, I know he can afford it, but I'm just saying in this instance, did he really, or they're covering up tracks?
It was his concert. If stuff like that should happen, because he has a reputation to protect, he's definitely going to pay.
Okay. The advocate has spoken. Up next is a story from South Africa. Media personality and businesswoman Bonang Matheba is set to launch a clothing line. Okay, so she's like a model, TV personality, you know, and she's branching out into the clothing market. And I think a lot of celebrities, female,
do that,
even male celebrities do that as well.
Even Wizkid now has the Starboy line.
Exactly. So I don't know. Because at some point during a celebrity's life, they tend to
go into businesses.
Not even businesses, it's like the same kind of things. Like I remember J-Lo did, you know, perfumes, and then she branched into clothing.
Then with the Kim K's, with the Kardashians.
Exactly,
exactly.
It's
true,
like
but I think
fashion.
the thing they try to do is do a business along their line, along what they are popular for. Because if someone like what can I use as an example? Like P. Diddy owns Sean Combs, right?
Yeah.
Sean John. Sean John. Yeah. So he's the owner of Sean John. So if someone like P. Diddy that has so many fans should drop a clothing line, and people that actually look up to him, that see him like a mentor or someone they want to become, they will want to wear the type of brand he wears. So it will be easier for him to sell Sean John. It will be easier for Jay-Z to sell
So
Rocker
basically, this is capitalizing on their fame and
their fame, yes, because it will be easier for them to sell around what they're famous for. Because people come to their concerts, people go for shows. People want to dress like them. People want to look like them. They influence fashion. They influence a lot of things. A lot of trends and social media happening. So people would definitely want to buy their brands. But my problem is, in Africa, we are not really supporting our own brands. Like, people would rather go, like Rugged Man, for as long as I've known, as own a clothing line.
Okay, but we don't know how.
I haven't seen anyone wearing that. I'm not saying people don't wear it, but me personally, I haven't seen anyone wearing it.
But we have to be fair in terms of like how much it actually costs to actually produce this thing. Because remember when we actually spoke to Mo was saying regarding her own that they're
and she was really open about it. Like,
and she
it's
said
really
like
expensive and she can't afford it yet to go public.
Exactly, and that is it in 1 year she did like just 6 designs or so. So it's not readily. I think the cost of it to make it readily available to the mass market is really huge.
So what is the point of doing a business you cannot afford? If you really want to go into a clothing line,
in most cases it's probably passion. It's not. I think in her case it's passion. It's not like capitalizing on her fame, like we were saying about the American.
No, that's why I respect Mo's hustle, because in her case she knows she cannot afford it, so right now she's not going public with it. You get, but when you now decide that I'm going public with my clothing line, and then you cannot afford to do the mass production, then I think why even go into that business in the first place?
All right, we can't really delve into it because still to come on Afternoon Tea Time, the very latest scoop on 50 Cent. So we'll bring in all the details later on. We'll be right back.
Thinking of banking in Africa? Think Zenith. In today's fast-moving, fast-changing world, you need a financial partner that understands your unique expectations. A bank with presence in major financial centers across the world, with the enabling platform to facilitate seamlessly, whenever, wherever, however. A bank with best-in-class financial solutions from a superb combination of technology and human touch. For easy, fast and secure banking that creates real value. Turning dreams into reality is now in your hands. People, technology, service. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Welcome back. It's tea time right here on Plus TV Africa, and we're moving on. So our next and final story is on the back and forth between Mayweather and 50 Cent. And the latest between the both of them is that 50 Cent has accused Floyd Mayweather of causing the suicide or murder of his friends.
Okay. In this case, I'm beginning to agree with Mayweather that 50 Cent is a rat.
How do you mean?
Because, man, look, no matter what you guys, the differences between the both of you, you shouldn't come out and start saying, so unless you're confessing, if this is a confessional statement and 50 Cent is going to the cops with this, oh, by all means, do that. But you can't come out now and be disclosing someone that used to be your best friend and disclosing his business to the world because you both have a back and forth. And then I think now they're beginning to hit below the belt, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes.
Yeah. And
I don't even know where to start on this because you see, my mind keeps going back to Pusha T and Drake and how it was between them. They were doing back and forth, and they were revealing each other's secrets as well.
Yeah,
and
but
that's what is
not
happening.
when murder is involved or suicide is involved. That is where I have a problem with.
So
if you are going to
he
confess
has crossed the
to
line,
cops,
basically.
Yeah, that's what I think. And 50 Cent has always had this reputation of being the snitch, in quotes.
Yeah, so
in
now
the
he's the
music
one
industry.
snitching.
So right now he's like a snitch. So everybody in the hip-hop community, they're like, come on, man. Now you're overdoing it. Because in the story, what 50 Cent said about Floyd Mayweather, there was a case in 2014 of Ace and his wife, Stephanie. According to what Floyd said in 2014, it was on FaceTime with Earl, the late rapper, when the guy was he was accusing his wife of having an affair with Trey Songz. Trey Songz was the one in the center of the whole thing
At
way
time.
back as 2014. Then this guy was having an argument. He pulled out a gun while on FaceTime with Floyd, shot his wife, and turned the gun on himself and killed himself on FaceTime. So Floyd Mayweather was a witness to that murder and suicide. But when he told us the story, he said he was worried about Trey Songz and that his wife was cheating. Now, 50 Cent is out here to tell us that, look, the only reason why he was on FaceTime with you, even though they were close friends, the only reason why he was on FaceTime with you was because he was confronting you of sleeping with his wife. Do you understand? So I'm like, come on, man, that's like way too much information, even if you know that. Unless you want to do the right thing and go to the cops and report this. Exactly. But as long as you are trying to act like you're a gangster rapper, you shouldn't come out and start snitching.
But as far as you know, do you know if the cops have actually taking this up? Because
but if they do, I don't think is culpable for any crime.
No, I know, but I just thought maybe based on this new revelation, they may want to investigate exactly or launch an investigation. Because normally when things like this happen, they would then say, okay, they want to launch an investigation. They would have gone there immediately.
Yeah, but I think that would just be a complete waste of time, because even if they launch an investigation, it's not like Floyd can be held responsible for anything at the end of the day, because there is no sign of him provoking the guy to shoot his wife and kill himself. So it was just a phone conversation, which no one knows what was said. Now, this is 50 Cent's word, and how credible are the words of a gangster rapper?
Okay, let's look at it from a different angle, because I'm just beginning to think that, okay, 50 Cent just wants to get, you know, just ahead in this game of back and forth. So I'm just thinking perhaps it's just throwing...
Well, I think he has just, if he was trying to get ahead,
that's
now
what I'm saying.
I think he has gone backwards because he's obviously losing the fight, because according to...
Mayweather always comes back with something. Do you think he may have a comeback and even reveal...
He hasn't said anything yet.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Do you think that he would reveal something even much more incriminating for 50 Cent? Well, because it's been going like this.
What if they're trying to act a movie together? Because this thing is beginning to look like... Now you're the one with the conspiracy theory, but I'm the one today. Because it's beginning to look like a movie.
Like we said, it's been back and forth. And I'm thinking now that 50 Cent has said this, you know, if Floyd Mayweather is going to come back with his own, you know, and say something, and then there's another secret waiting. It's like opening a can of worms, and it's just back and forth. And
then, well, what I saw last on Floyd's Instagram page was when he posted a picture of 9 rats. And 150 Cent's face. And then he now asked his followers, like, if you can identify how many rats.
Actually, I think he's offering money now.
Yeah, $1,000.
Yes,
if you can identify how many rats are in this picture, it's going to give, no, not just that. Then when you identify and you get it correctly, you should go back to 50 Cent's Instagram page and comment the most nasty thing you can on 50 Cent.
And he's offering how much?
And he's offering them $1,000.
Because I remember I saw that story. I was like, seriously?
And I'm like, Floyd. And people are coming for him like, oh, champ, we know you never give out money. This, that, like, who are you trying to fool? Okay, so I think 50 Cent still has some loyal fans, but a lot of people are there commenting on 50 Cent's Instagram page. And then the champ even blocked off his comments section on his Instagram, so let's see how this unfolds at the end of the day.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, I just think they're both acting really immature and very childish, and that is one reason why people always advise keep your circle small and know the people you tell your secrets, because the fact that I consider you a friend and I tell you my secret doesn't mean that every little chance you get you get to tell my secret, because they're telling on each other right now.
Exactly.
And to be frank, no one cares.
I think some people care. Some people are making money out of it.
But to be frank, no one cares about
at the end of the day,
because at the end of the day, you guys are supposed to be working together, making money, and you're here going
And even if they can't work together, I mean, you go your separate ways and leave the secrets buried. We haven't got time, so we're going to have to end the program. Join us tomorrow for more and fresh entertainment stories. Until then, a big thank you to my co-anchor, Ife Oshunkeye, the production team, our stylist courtesy of Kudi Empire. I'm Tokunbo Taiwo saying thanks for watching and have yourself a lovely evening.